Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of 3S3! Why am I so excited today, you may ask? Well, if you were paying attention in the past couple of videos, you will know that today we are going to start on the Mega Base, and I can finally tell you what I am trying to build. So, we're going to take a walk over towards my base location so you can see what it is as I explain. So, if you recall, in past seasons I have built a Star Wars themed base, right? In this season, I am continuing that tradition. Now, what kind of Star Wars themed base am I doing this time? Well, Season 1, I was inspired by the planet of Endor, the forest moon of Endor, my favorite Star Wars world, and I built an Ewok village. Season 2, I built Luke Skywalker's hut on Tatooine, which was much smaller, and Season 3, I'm going big. I'm going really, really big. We're going to the planet of Kamino from Episode 2, and we are building, I believe it's pronounced, Tipoca, something like that, city. And we are going to be building 3 of those domes. One small, one medium, and one large. And I have already begun on the medium one. Look at that! Look at that! Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? Here's the time lapse of me building it. I was trying my best to get the thing just right. It was very tricky, let me say, to get everything put together. I mean, it's very tricky. I had to look off of an image, a Minecraft circle generator, because that's the only possible way that I could make such a perfect circle. Because if I hop into spectator mode right here, as you can see, that is, without a doubt, a very pleasant looking circle. Would you not agree? So this is the medium-sized tower, right? This is what the thing actually looks like on Kamino. It looks something like this, and I'm going to be building 3 of those. So the medium one is right here. The small one will probably be over in this section, and the large one will be right over in this section, and we're going to have bridges connecting each thing. It's going to look absolutely insane, but it's going to take me a very, very long time to actually build the whole thing, for obvious reasons, because it's very, very large. I hate to say it, Josh, but this is going to make your castle look a little bit more on the small side, because this circle alone is probably about the size of your castle. However, it won't be impressive. It won't be nearly as impressive as your castle until I actually finish constructing the first thing. So what I want to do in today's video is I want to make the floor, right? I want to establish the base. I want to start to build the walls up, and I want to add all of the structural supports so that I don't have to like water bucket my way up or put something weird there. I can ladder up by sailing over there with the boats. So I'm waiting for a bunch of my materials to smelt over back at my cottage. I'm waiting for it to smelt so that I will have the smooth stone necessary to do this. This base will be primarily built out of the smooth stone, what is it called? Smooth stone and raw andesite, because those I think are the most metallic looking blocks, like the most, I don't know, aluminum looking blocks, while at the same time they're not terribly expensive to get, but I will need a lot of them. Okay, I'm cutting the time lapse short. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. You see this? You see this? I just put all these slabs in. Yeah, fun fact, that was almost 2 stacks of slabs. 2! And it hardly made a dent. I'm gonna need way... Alrighty, so for those of you wondering, it is the next day and we are back playing. Nathan finally hopped on a couple of hours ago, actually it was yesterday, and it was just such a funny conversation. He's off at college, but now he's back a little bit on the server, and we had some funny conversations and some funny recordings, as you can see that I'm showing you right here. And in all honesty, I had a blast having him on the server. I don't know how often he's going to be on. All I know is that this is the first time that he has been on since he left for college. So welcome back, Nathan. We had a lot of fun. If you want to read more into our conversation, just pause the video and read it. Now this right here is the bridge that he has built through my land. What he has deemed the name of the Schlegel Construction Company. And this is the famous name of the bridge. Burge. So this is the Burge. The Burge that Nathan has constructed. And I gotta be honest, it looks cool. As funny and as funnily annoying as it might be that it goes right across my land, I'm not really annoyed by it, it's just a joke, but I mean, he said that he was going to build the supports, and he officially has, and it actually looks really good, except I think Nathan and I might be declaring war on each other now because that he's built this. But he was asking what kind of thing he should build now. I said, well, do you want to build a bigger base? And he said, like what? So I told him, build a skyscraper. Why not? So I think he's going to build a skyscraper right here, if not further back, and it's going to look cool. But yes, right now, Josh is currently online. I don't know what he's doing, but he's probably trading with the villagers, because we are in desperate need of a mending villager. Because I just got myself a trident earlier, as you can see right there, and I need mending in order to bring that thing back. But I have been busily smelting all of this cobblestone and stone, and I am going to go over and show you, oh goodness gracious me, I'm going to show you what the platform looks like for the mega base. Now as I'm riding over to the base, I just want to offer a quick quick word, whatever. I am not going to be on the server as much as I have been in the past like 2-3 weeks, and that's because I have started college and I have a lot more work than I initially thought I was going to. And because of that, I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful with my time and how I manage it, so that unfortunately means a little less time on the server and a little more time focusing on my schoolwork. That doesn't mean that you won't still get videos. You will still get plenty of videos. So here is the finished platform. I didn't record too much of the building process because I figured it would be really long and really boring. But I spent about 50 stacks of smooth stone slabs on this thing. 50 stacks. I really hope that you appreciate the amount of work that I put into this. 50 stacks. Good grief. This thing is huge. Me for reference. Oh my word. But now that we have the basic platform done, we're going to build the supports to this thing so that it's not just floating on that stack of sand that's sitting right there. And we're going to have ladders that's going to take you up. Each one is going to be like a stairway or like a shaft that takes you up to the main thing, similarly to how it works on the actual planet of Camino. So I'm going to do this part out of smooth slabs or smooth stone as well, along with the top of this little entry point, and then everything else for the most part will be made out of raw andesite. Ow! Get off my boat. So for example, what do I mean by supports and stuff? Well, if I row my boat right under here, it's nighttime, this is a bad time to do this. Okay, if I do this and I swim up, we can place like so, and we basically just drop it all the way down to the bottom, and then I will tunnel my way up through ladders. I'm really hoping this works, but in order for this to keep me sane, I'm just going to show you the finished product. Also, so that you don't have to sit here forever and watch me do this. So let's skip forward to that part, because that will also help me to not die. Okay, so we're back, and I finished him. So I'm going to do a little spectator tour. So the pillars go all the way down to the ocean floor, obviously. And we have ladders that, whoa, this is really touchy. When you go in the ladder, it'll take you right up to the top and you'll be good. And then And basically it just looks like this. There's 4 random holes in here, and they're not wonderfully spaced out, but you know what? It is what it is, and I think it looks pretty decent. So what I want to do now, in order to help you visualize this, is from right here I'm going to build a wall up about 5 or 6 blocks or so, and that's where the dome goes up. The dome will go up until about the center, and there will be spires at the top that will pretty much serve zero purpose other than just to look cool. But this main platform here is going to be my storage thing. I'm going to use this whole tower for storage, and the small one is going to be for smelting, and the big one is going to be for something else. I'm not quite sure yet. So what I want to do now is I'm going to go collect some more smooth stone so that I can start building that and begin on the dome. But real quick, let's go say hi to Nathan, because he is currently online. Let's go say hello to Nathan. Say hello to the viewers, Nathan, my friend. Hello. Alrighty, well, I guess I asked for that one. I kind of was hoping you would say something funny. Yes, yes, yes. As you can see, his bridge is looking pretty good. And welcome to the best bridge in the area. Yes, thank you, Nathan. I would agree. This is the best bridge on the server. These supports do not quite look structurally sound, my friend. Some gaps in these supports. There is 1.5 feet worth of space in between each one. There's space. Do you see this? There's space in between. I don't think there's supposed to... That staircase is just... Oh, staircase. I feel stupid now. Like, it reminds me of like an old railroad track bridge that you see from the movies, except this isn't an old railroad track bridge. This is a burge. That's completely different. This is a burge. And as we all know, burges look like this. So, yes. A very cool burge, though. The coolest burge I've ever seen. So for the remainder of the episode, like I said, I'm going to collect more stone, and then we are going to, we're going to build the top on there. And, should I time-lapse it? Nah, I won't time-lapse it. We'll just cut to it. Here it is. After much resource gathering and lots of building, this is what the mega base currently looks like. So we have one ring around the top here made of smooth stone, and we have raw andesite that goes just all the way around. And I'm going to build this up because these are going to be walls. These are going to be walls that go right up here, so you can fly in and land here, and you can walk across, but you can't go in unless you reach one certain entryway, and that's going to be right here. This is going to be the main entrance. You can still get in, of course, from all of these ladders. This is like the alternative entrance if you don't have an elytra. When we all eventually fight and beat the Ender Dragon and get wings, then we can just fly in from the main entrance, which is going to be right here. It's going to be a little tricky, but I think it should still be pretty cool. So what I'm going to be doing off camera over the next couple of days is I'm going to be building up the walls here, and I'm going to be gathering tons and tons and tons of wood, so I can make chests to fill up this entire thing with chests. And also off camera, I'm going to be building up the roof into the shape of the dome. How high up should the dome be? Not super high, but it should still look pretty impressive, I think. So, I don't know. We're just going to have to wing it and see how it goes, I think. So this is where we're going to end it off today, the start of the mega base, and so far it is looking grand, I think. If you would like, real quick, I'm going to hop into spectator mode, and as you can see, this is what it looks like right now. The walls will get built up, and then this will slope inwards and then up right at the top, almost looking like a Hershey kiss. So yes, I think it's going to be really cool, because this is just the first tower, remember. This is the first tower. There's going to be 2 more. The small one's going to be here, and the big one's going to be out here. So it's going to be really cool. But like I said, don't want to keep you too long. So thank you guys so much for watching. Today, we established that Nathan has returned. It's the return of the king. Well, actually, Josh is the king. It's the return of the builder. Along with building this mega base. Next episode, we're going to take a small break from the base. We are going to build it a little bit, but I also want to change my cottage into a shop. I want to build a shop for people to go to, and create a little fun game for people to try. So stay tuned for that. So with that being said, I'd like to say a massive thank you for watching this video, and I will see you next time.